morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today, I wanted to take the time to follow up what we've been talking about with all these profession guides. We've covered all three of the gathering ones. We might do a fishing and cooking guide soon. But today, I wanted to talk to you guys about leatherworking, what we can sort of do with it. There are so many trees and paths you can do. And you can also broadly apply what I'm going to tell you about leatherworking to other professions, because if there's anything I've noticed is that the trees kind of have this very similar structure, so you can have one or two paths that you're able to take with them and make some decent money. So anyway, before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel get out there, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire goal of making these videos. So anyway, let's get to it. So with Dragonflight comes so many new sort of changes that have made professions really fun again and kind of revolutionized them. However, I've seen so many tweets and stuff and people getting so overwhelmed. So I'm gonna take a look at leatherworking, show you what I did, what I've been working on with it, and why I chose what I chose. So I'm a direct tier invoker, so I focused male gear here. So leatherworking, the very first thing you should do is you have your gear. So you should go get some 346 gear, and you should try to get the stats of resourcefulness and inspiration, because crafting speed doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, sure, it'll save you a few seconds, but as far as the quality of gear you're going to be making, as well as saving some materials while making it, you're really going to want to focus on inspiration and resourcefulness. So definitely go to the auction house, get a Draconium Leatherworker's tool set, go and get a Resilient Smuck, and go and get a Draconium Leatherworker's knife. Now, the blue ones have started to come into the mix, and you can definitely send an order to get those made, or you can do that, but these are just the cheap tools, and they work really, really well as of now. So, with leatherworking specifically, there are sort of two ways that I could see you going with your specializations. So it is going to be obviously whether you want to make leather or mail. I chose mail, and this is the spec route I went. I went down just general mail, large mail, and then specifically shirts, and now I'm working on helmets, because your chest piece and your helmet have the highest stats, so being able to make them at the highest quality that you can, or making them to the stats you want. So I made my first one with my Titan one and my Flame Touch. I could upgrade it if I really wanted to. Now I just haven't got around to doing that, but I could make it legendary. But the biggest thing is making sure you hit 20, because it lets you use Illustrious Insight while finishing these things. So if you use the all high quality mats and then you use your Illustrious Insight, you're going to be able to make these high quality pieces. So I've had a lot of people on this looking for hitting me up with work orders and stuff like that to make them their chest piece, because I couldn't find any people with that. And then I've also been working on helmets. We'll have helmets in a bit, but that's sort of just the specialization I took. Obviously, you can do the same thing with leather. If you did choose leather, I would recommend the same thing. You do max leather and then shaped leather, and then go for chest pieces and helms. An alternative route to mention, now that the raid is out, is you could look for making the set pieces that drop from the raid, but you do need those patterns, so that would be something that you could do. Very niche. I would honestly only do that if you got the pattern, because it's going to take a while before you're able to actually learn every single thing. Now, that's sort of the specialization I went. An alternative one that you could do is leatherworking discipline, just basic leatherworking. You'd put 30 points in here. This just boosts all leatherworking stuff. And then you can look at sheer mastery of leather, which gives you more resourcefulness, so you can save a lot of mess. Awe-inspiring works, this gives you more inspiration, which is definitely something to consider, because it'll allow your inspiration to stack. and then you'll be able to get those works done really well. Definitely something to consider. Then you have bonding and stitching. So this is multi-craft when you're making drums. If you essentially just want to max this out, this is going to be good for when you're making profession accessories as well as drums and other things. So like if you're doing that and just making things for other people, you'll have big success with that, but you're not going to really find too much that you can do with that as of now, because it's backed behind Tuskar Renown, which is a pain in the butt to farm. But if you're one of the first, you definitely might be able to do that and make a ton of money. And then finally, you have curing and tanning. So this one is really good for making armor kits as well as tanning hides. So this would be if you wanted to just sit here and make these hides right here, these Earthshrine scales, Frostbite scales, hide, and Stonecrest hide, and make them at the highest quality. This would be a specialization for you. It's very profitable from what I've seen. And so you can just sort of sit here and make a ton of these and make a lot of money doing that. That's sort of the AFK strat. If you're going more specialized towards making your own stuff, definitely make sure you're active playing the game. Otherwise, that method I just showed you, just leatherworking, discipline, currying, and tanning, that only takes 30 and then 25 points. So you're just going to be able to sit there and make a ton of hide and make a good profit, because those 3-star hides really do sell for some nice profit. You can just buy it straight off the auction house, come here, make it, put it back up, and profit. So that's sort of it for that. Just a final thing to mention is, as with any of the professions, if you're going to level them, make sure you craft everything at least once. So like I haven't crafted a null tent because it takes a lot of hide for one, but if I were to craft this, I would then learn some mastery points. So make sure you go through this and you craft each and every one of these things if you're available to do so. The more niche pieces like this require sparks of ingenuity, so you're just gonna have to try to find someone who wants it to be made with the spark of ingenuity. But other than that, make sure you're going through all these recipes, and if you see one that you haven't crafted yet, make sure you craft it, because it really does help with that knowledge, and that knowledge makes you a better crafter. It unlocks new recipes, it allows you to make just more stuff. As you can see, these are all the things that I haven't unlocked, and so you can unlock them all, make them all, and make a ton of stuff as well as profit with this. So that's it for leatherworking. That is what I chose. That is why I chose it. You can make a ton of money with it. Pretty much just doing what you're doing already. Honestly, I like to make it just so I can make stuff for myself, not really for profit, but I have made like around 50k ish from just doing work orders with those mail chests and mail helmets. Week 1 trade chat is popping off. A lot of people just are always out there saying, hey, I can make this, hey, I can do this. So just really, really cool to see. I love to see it. And so I just wanted to, if there's anything you think I left out, anything you'd like me to discuss, please drop it down below, and I'll do my best to get back to you. But until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. It truly means a lot to me. If you happen to find anyone that you know would also benefit from watching this video, please share it with them. It helps me out a ton and allows me to keep doing what I love every single day, and that is gaming and sort of helping people any way that I can. So finally, thank you so much, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Goodbye.